FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
We don't need a new prophet to come and tell us what to do. It's all there already in our traditions. One of the things that I think can help us is the spectacle of suffering. Now, I am not saying, far from it, that the suffering always makes people better. It doesn't. I absolutely agree. But we are nevertheless exposed to more images more knowledge of suffering than perhaps any other generation. Every night we turn on the TV news and beam directly into our living rooms. We see famines, we see earthquakes, we see wars. We see people dying in front of us in distant parts of the world, events that would never have come to our attention before modern communications. And sometimes we get what we call compassion fatigue, where we think, oh, I can't deal with this, and we block it off. And we often, and again, don't get me wrong, this can be very good to positive thinking. Always look on the bright side of life, as Monty Python said long ago. This can be very helpful, but it's also important to acknowledge your own pain. I remember talking about this to someone who said who'd been diagnosed with cancer. And she began to feel utterly despairing because everybody who came along said, be positive, don't think gloomy thoughts. But and that can help, I know, but there are times when you're scared and frightened and distressed, and that needs to be expressed too. The thing is, and the Confucians know this, that if you deny your own pain, it's very easy to deny the pain of other people. And not appreciate the pain of others, of all others. So instead of seeing all this suffering that we're seeing as an intolerable burden, let us allow it to break our hearts for all people. And do something accordingly, not just sit emoting in front of the TV, obviously, but try to do something practical about it. Go to the website to say, what do we do about this? And let's think together electronically and worldwide. The Buddha says that until you've realized the ubiquity of the pain that is inherent in human life, you cannot begin your religious quest. And in Christianity, you have the image of a crucified, flayed human being. The 12th century philosopher of France, Abelard, did not agree that Christ died to pay a debt for the original sin of Adam. He didn't like that. He said that we look at the crucifix, we look at this person in an extremity of pain, and we feel a flood of compassion, of sorrow, of fellow feeling. And it is that impulse of compassion that saves us, not any vicarious suffering of Christ.